Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are going to ignore the fact that my house is a mess. Justin did say that we'll just clean it tomorrow. That didn't make any sense to you. Normally, I clean the house, like the entire house on Saturdays, which has nothing to do with him not helping me. It's just the fact that like I'm a crazy person and I can't relax until the house is clean. He was like, you know what, take this time off, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. As of yesterday, no longer work in a corporate office. Yeah, as of right now, I am a work from home girly, which is really exciting. Next week is my last week full-time, and then I go into part-time, and I will be getting my CPT license, and I'm gonna go try to work for an F45. I realize I just keep saying I'm gonna go work for an F45, and I was like, they don't have to hire you. I really think that they will. So I'm really excited. If you don't know, before I decided to do that, I was going to go into real estate, and it was really just as a means to an end. And I was really feeling frustrated that like I wasn't aligned with what I was doing. I talked about this in my Froyo car test. Long story short, I basically have these dreams for myself that I really want to achieve, and me going into real estate was essentially trying to approach that in the long game. Like I was gonna try to work as hard as humanly possible because I'm a very hard worker. Essentially save up a bunch of money so that I could pay down debt while simultaneously putting myself in a better position with financial expenditure to be able to go after aforementioned dreams. So anyway, after I talked to a lot of different realtors, they were all like, it's not about the money, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like to some degree that was just sales jargon. And then to the other degree, there was a couple of them I talked to where I was like, oh no, you actually really love this career. I realized that I was going into another career that wasn't the career that I wanted. Like it still didn't align with what I wanted to do, and it was just like ultimately the safe bet. Like I wasn't actually betting on myself, I was just saying that I was. Being a realtor has absolutely nothing to do with what I want to do at all. Like the industry is completely different, and I was like, you know what, you don't even have industry experience in what you need and what you want to achieve. Go get that experience. Like I'm gonna skip out on the real estate pathway, get my CPT, and go work at a gym, because one of the things I want to do is really identify my space in the wellness and health community. And I do want to open some type of, whether that be a gym or like a wellness space where you can go and kind of like a one-stop shop. Nothing, you know, revolutionary, but I do have a lot of passion around it. So I think either way, like building that community in Denver, where it'll likely start because I'm starting next year. Yeah, I just like, I really want to make sure that I am using this time wisely and really going for it. So since we talked about that, I do want to touch on today's video. I'm just gonna do a vlog, but I've decided that I want my space, now that I'm going to be home all the time, to feel a little bit more like me. And so something that I think is a really easy way to do that is to paint. I am having a difficult time with picking out the colors just because I have all my Christmas stuff up and it's really clashing with the vibe of what I'm trying to go for. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm so excited, I want to die. I am a little bit nervous because we're not supposed to paint in my apartment complex, but at the same time, I've never had an issue if I just painted over it, and I've definitely painted in every single apartment that I've ever had. In all honesty, I do want to stay in this apartment as well next year. Like I want to be able to re-sign and not have to move again. So ideally, this would just be like a long-term comfiness investment. How dare I do my entire head of hair and not talk about wavy talk? I got this on TikTok. It's actually unbelievable. My hair looks better than it's ever looked. It takes absolutely no mental concentration. And I can't say I've ever felt like I knew how to do an everyday hairstyle that just looked really nice. And now I feel like I do. So shout out Wavy Talk. I think this was only $35. Absolutely worth it. It is a hot tool, so it's not something that's like shooting air, but it heats up in seconds, it cools down in seconds, and it makes my hair look amazing. My hair looks great. I'll show you what I was talking about. So this is my hallway little entrance. I would just want to paint this back wall around the door. I wouldn't get into like the nooks and crannies of anything. And then I might also do this wall so that it's like really warm and cozy right there. But this is the wall that I would want to change. And it kind of wraps around. So you'll see like, it obviously goes up there, but it also wraps around this. So I would stop here. So it kind of like be inclusive in there. And then there are a handful of colors I'm considering, but I'm just not 100%. That's what I want to do. And then this is the other thing I want to do today. So this is my 2025 vision board. I have this massive piece of cardboard that came with a piece of furniture, and I was going to paint on it as a canvas, but now I'm using it as this. So I printed out everything that either inspired me, had the same vibe, a specific goal and energy to it that I wanted, and put it on here. So I'm obsessed with it. I just realized that as I was doing this, I don't have any tape or glue. So I'm gonna get dressed and then I will pick you guys back up when I come back from Home Depot. It's gonna get what feels good. I'm gonna trust my intuition on this full moon weekend. So this is very obviously not a good view, but I just got done buying paint. I actually bought a paint color that I wasn't even looking at, but I did feel pretty validated when I walked out because the guy, not the guy that helped me get the paint, but the guy that was topping it goes, wow, this is such a pretty color. And he didn't know that I was standing there. So it was very cute, very authentic. But I kept wanting to say Home Goods. Home Depot's right there, Whole Foods is right there. So I ended up picking up because I realized it's 2:20 and I haven't eaten since 9 this morning. I was like, why do I have such a bad headache? You cried all morning at a Netflix show and then you didn't eat. So there's that. I got No Cow dipped protein bar. It's dairy free, has 20 grams of plant protein, and it's 200 calories. So it fits the like protein rule when it comes to bars. So I thought that was kind of crazy. 6 fat, 27 carb, 20 protein. So I was like, huh. And all of the ingredients are things that I recognize, which was also crazy. But I got the key lime pie. I'm weird, and when I go to get protein bars I've never tried, I just like sit in the aisle and I squeeze all of them to make sure that they have a good texture. Because if it's like rock hard, I'm like, absolutely not, get away from me. Pretty normal looking inside. I don't hate it. I'm not wowed, but I don't think I've been wowed by a protein bar in a really long time. I think I kind of got over like the protein bar craze. I also got a Bolt House Farms green juice. I freaking love these things. I actually think I really enjoy this. Nothing about it tastes artificial. It tastes like a homemade protein bar. So I think I was just surprised. Like, it's not chalky at all. It's pretty freaking good. I also, to no surprise, bought more tomato parmesan soup. I freaking love that soup. I wish there was a Whole Foods close to my house because I would walk there and drink it all the time. Whenever I'm aggressively dehydrated, green juices taste like the universe gave me a gift. Pineapple juice, apple juice, mango puree, banana puree, cucumber juice, kiwi puree, spirulina, vitamin C, green tea, spinach, broccoli, barley grass, wheatgrass, garlic, Jerusalem artichoke, Nova Scotia. I actually have a really hard time believing that I actually know everything that's in here. Delicious. I always thought that it was like I was playing myself thinking that it tasted healthy, but no, it actually is. It's actually so annoying that you guys are down there and you don't even understand how annoying it is. I bought a car mount. I have it. It's been in my purse, in my car for like a week and a half now. Never applied it. Never just put it up. Like, so ridiculous. And now I have like my smaller bag. I only ever use my bigger bag to go to work, and now I'm not doing that. So I need to just like come down here and apply it. But I have painting on the brain, so I'm gonna go do that, and hopefully I don't hate it. It's hard because my house is so disheveled right now. Like, during the winter I spend a lot of time sitting on the couch watching TV with the windows open, even if it's like 20 degrees outside. So I have like a bunch of blankets and pillows, and like, it's my happy place. I really bundle up, and then I just go from there to the shower to bed. It's comfortable, but then when I move it, like, I clean it like once a week, and then I move it, and literally that night I put it back. So I'm like, oh, time to sit down and watch a little movie with the windows open and freeze, and then I don't have to close the windows until I can't feel my hands. I know this doesn't sound great, but I love it. I love it. It's my happy place. Okay, full egg head coming in. I did do it. I still have to do like the top up there and then like trims and stuff, but it's looking pretty good in my personal opinion. I did go for a completely different color as I previously mentioned, but I think it looks really nice. It's like a really, really deep plum, what I have been referring to as vampire purple. This is probably the best representation of the color, like right in that section. I am absolutely starving. I'm going to finish the trim begrudgingly, and then hopefully by the time I'm done with the trim, I can go over with a second coat on that side. I already did it on the shorter side over here. Like this side I already did, but this side needs another trim, another coat. I'm so over this. But something about me is I cannot start something and not finish it. It drives me crazy. I wish I could just slowly approach things. I really like the color already, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. But anyway, talk to you soon, preferably when this is all over. Okay, checking back in. This is all trimmed, looks super clean. I need to go over this a second time, but I'm still waiting for it to fully dry, just because like you'll see stuff like that is still wet. I'm replacing that Phases of the Moon artwork. I'm gonna paint something. I have an idea of actually these two right here. They're gonna kind of mirror each other, but be different. I'll explain once I actually paint that. And then I'm gonna get rid of this. And on the back side is actually silver, and I think that's gonna be the base for these two. I am starving, so I'm going to make my grilled cheese and wait for this to dry, essentially. So nothing too exciting. But thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. I post twice a week. Bye.